The Tibetan prophecy about the great confrontation between teachers and people. Probably everyone knows about the mysterious country of Shambhala, where the enlightened great teachers live, far superior to us in spiritual development, as the legend goes, and they own the secrets of the universe, keep the wisdom of ancient civilizations. The Tibetans have a prophecy about a war between the great teachers and ordinary people. What threatens the country of the great teachers, and what will happen to all of us after this war is what the prophecy is about. Where is Shambhala located? The Tibetan monks were able to look farther into the future for 1,000 years. They've kept prophecies about the Great War, which according to researchers should begin around the year 2250. Ancient records on lotus leaves tell about the mysterious country of Shambhala, the land of the great teachers and initiates. Only the priestly caste lived there. Scientists believe that Shambhala is located in the territory of Central Asia. The first king of Shambhala was a student of Buddha Shakyamuni, which means that Shambhala was formed somewhere in 800 BC. Buddha gave the first king of Shambhala secret knowledge, thanks to which all the inhabitants of the country were able to move to another dimension. Shambhala is still there, and there are several entrances to this mysterious world on earth, but they are hidden, as the legend goes. Shambhala is located in a kind of parallel space, and passages there can be opened from different places on the earth, like portals, not necessarily from the Himalayas. The current world exists in such a state that it's very difficult to get to Shambhala in a physical body. Prophecy of the Great Controversy. The prophecy says that the last of the kings of Shambhala is waiting for the Great War, which will unleash a certain global empire. The purpose of the attack will be to seize the spiritual wealth of the Shambhalians. Tibetans describe the conquerors as a demonic empire. All the parameters that they indicate are similar to what we call globalization. That is, a single center of world leadership is emerging, and according all spiritual traditions are being destroyed. The cult of power, consumerism, primitive bodily pleasures reign, and eventually globalism captures the entire planet. With the help of scientists, the conquering empire will find portals to other dimensions. The invaders, unlike the inhabitants of a parallel world, will be armed with the most modern types of weapons. The inhabitants of Shambhala will try to resolve the issue peacefully, but the empire will no longer be stopped. The war will take place in many levels of the universe, from the atomic to the planetary. And at all these levels, there will be battles. That is, there will be a kind of apocalyptic war. Shambhala will win because its warriors have perfect weapons that were used by the ancient civilizations. The Golden Age will return and reign on Earth, and people will live 1,000 years and have superpowers, the legend goes. 3 billion Buddhists believe in this prophecy. Buddha Maitreya, this will be the boundary period of time. At first, people will live for about 1,000 years. They will receive superpowers. Life will be happy and ideal. An ideal life without worries always leads to degradation. So after a while, this new golden civilization will also perish, like any civilization that has reached its peak. And then there will be a period of chaos until the next Buddha, the fifth is in a row, whose name is Maitreya, and it's called the symbol of the beginning of a new era. And he was expected at the beginning of the last century, has arrived. His arrival was predicted by Helena Blavatsky and the Roerich couple, who were connected with the great teachers and received from them knowledge about the structure of the universe. And in her book, Fundamentals of Buddhism, the following dialogue given between Buddha Gautama and his disciple Ananda. And the Blessed One said to Ananda, I am not the first Buddha to come to earth, nor will be the last. In due time, another Buddha will arise in the world, secret, supreme illumination, endowed with wisdom, happy, containing the entire universe, the incomparable leader of the peoples, the Lord of Devas and mortals. He will reveal to you the same eternal truths that I taught you. He will establish his law, glorious in its beginnings, glorious in its apotheosis, and glorious at the end in spirit and word. He will proclaim the righteous life, perfect and pure, which I now preach. His disciples will number in the thousands, while mine will only be in the hundreds. And Ananda asked, how shall we recognize him? The Blessed One, his name will be Maitreya. But in the beginning of the last century, a new era did not begin, although there were all the prerequisites for it. And this is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.